Everything that happens to you is your fault. A lot of things you can't control. Most of the stuff in life you can't control. But everything that happens to you, the situation that you are in, the man that you've become in your life is effectively your fault. And it's your fault because the one thing in life that God has given us 100% control over is our own mind and what we do. That means you meet a girl and she cheats on you. That's your fault. You get fired from a job. That's your fault. Your friends don't want to fuck with you no more because you're a dickhead. Obviously, that's your fault. Yeah. Oh, wait. I mean, you can get in a bad habit of blaming everybody else for everything and looking for outside sources that might contribute to your situation that you had no control over. But those are all lies, just cover stories. They're just trying to cover up the fact that you don't want to take accountability, that everything is your fault. Let me explain something to you. When you meet a woman for the first time, do you not go through this checklist and say, hey, is she beautiful? This is how we are as men. You look how she looks. That's beautiful. Is she a good talker? Yeah, she can. We get on the same page. We want to talk. Well, if you're meeting her in a bar, you're not even going to go through the checklist. As soon as you get to step one, she's hot and she's interested in me. I could probably have sex, and then you go have sex. But here's where it comes your fault right here. If you decide to carry on a long-term relationship with someone that exhibits bad behavior the first time you meet them, then whatever comes out of that relationship, especially her fucking someone else or ditching you down the road and you're sitting here acting like you don't know what happened, it's your fault. You knew she was shallow. You knew she was promiscuous. You knew that the first time you met her. Trust me, if you meet a girl and you have sex with her and she lets you go raw dog the first time you guys hit, that bitch, okay, it's no use even calling her a bitch because we're not talking about her. We're talking about you. You're able to see these things right off the hop. You saw it. You should have walked immediately. So you got to understand the accountability of women. They don't take it. You have to take accountability for you. Stop sending me messages just asking me about girls and why she did this and why she did that. It doesn't matter why she did it. Can you identify it when you first saw her? And can you be a man and make the right decision and get rid of her because of it? Because if you accept bad behavior in the beginning, you're going to have to deal with it down the road. And trust me, it's not going to get better. I know a lot of you dudes meet a girl, she's sexy, you start having sex with her, you decide, I might as well keep a relationship out of that. She gives you bad behavior, you override the logic, you override bad behavior, you let it slide, and then down the road, that same bad behavior is going to show up. But by this time, because women don't take accountability, she's going to expect you to give her a baby, marry her, do all the things that men are supposed to do, financially take care of her. Maybe you don't need to do all of that, but generally that's your job. You're going to go all in and do all of these things, accept all the risk and responsibility of those things. But she's going to continue to exhibit bad behavior. And she wants you to do all of that with the bad behavior. If you do that, you're a fucking fool. And you know that's going to turn out badly. I see you guys doing that. I see you guys doing those things. And then you're crying to me later on about how she took you for everything. Oh, I'll pay child support now. Now I only get the kid every 2 weeks and I can't influence the kid the way I want because she's doing this. And now you're arguing with this woman for 18 years because she showed you bad behavior from the start. Be a man, recognize that shit, get rid of her immediately. Don't let everybody else, oh, you should be doing this. Don't let yourself get influenced by the way women think. They do not think like you. They do not have the same responsibilities in society that you do. They don't have the risk that you do. They can just do things because they feel like it. You cannot. You have to do things because you're supposed to do them. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to make men decisions. We do not do things based on how we feel, ever. So when things happen to you, They're always your fault. You have to exhibit perspicacity. You have to understand how to pay attention to the details. And then you have to now act on that information. Talk to you later.